the highland of Newfoundland, upon the southwest coast, lies the little town of Vergil, to whom I'll sing this toast. There are so many highlands that lie just off her shore, and when the cold north wind blows, you can hear the billows roar. The people from the village make their living from the sea. They like their independence, it shows that they are free. Some fish in their small boats in the wind, the rain and sleet, while others make their living on the offshore trawler fleet. They've known their share of tragedy down through the years, and when the memories overcome, they show their grief with tears. For they have lost some loved ones to the furies of the seas, for heartaches and heartbreaks are locked in memories. This village, it's got beauty carved on its rugged shore. 7 miles of pure white sand, who could ask for more? The mountains and the valleys where the rivers run so fast, and the salmon rise to the sportsman's fly as he makes another cast. Now the people of this village love their native home, for anyone who goes away most surely will return. Just like that lifelong mystery, the answer you won't know. What makes this rugged village burn so deeply in your soul? What makes this rugged village burn so deeply in your soul?
Good evening, and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight in our stories we have Scotiabank donation, Janeway fundraiser, curriculum night, girls softball tournament, fire prevention week, World Lions Day, Town Council report. Please stay tuned for these stories after this.
Don't hide here, but I'm glad you stayed low. Never hide in the closet. Remember your family's fire escape plan?
Remember to go to our meeting place.
Don't hide. Have a plan and practice it.
Last Monday, I was called to go to Scotiabank as Mr. Chis Burton gave a donation to Miss Corinne Chubb on behalf of the Girl Guides.
Corinne, well, I suppose, first of all, for the general public, Scotiabank has a program whereby they ask their employees to support their local community groups that they volunteer with. And Corinne is a volunteer with the Girl Guides movement here in Burgeo, and she's got 3 years of volunteer work in, 2 of which has been the district commissioner. And Corinne applied under the Scotia Employee Volunteer Program for funding, and I'm pleased to advise Corinne that Your application has been approved, and the bank is hereby giving you a check for $1,000 to support the Girl Guide movement here in Burgeo.
Thank
So,
you.
it's wonderful that we can do that.
Thank you very much.
Kindly welcome.
So now we can take the girls camping. We're going to go horseback riding at Cache River Rapids in just outside of Deer Lake in the spring.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
That would replace a lot of local fundraising for sure.
It would indeed. Yeah, it would indeed. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Scotiabank is also selling tickets in 8 of Janeway on a basket of towels. Tickets are 3 for $2 and are available at Scotiabank. Draw date is November 5th. Burgeo Academy held its curriculum night at the school last Monday night. Parents visited their child's teachers and had the basic outline of their courses explained to them and what is expected of the students. Grades 7 to 12 parents met at the gym, while kindergarten to 6 parents met in their child's own room. This always provides a good opportunity for parents to meet their child's teachers and any new teachers or parents that might not have been there last year. This year there was Mr. Jeremy Ouse, who is replacing Mr. Shearer's position, and Mr. Sheldon Shears, who replaced Mr. Larry Short, who retired this past June. The girls' softball tournament was held here in Burgeo last weekend. 5 teams participated. Unfortunately, our team did not win. Better luck next time, girls. Here's a clip from that game. Last week was Fire Prevention Week. During that week, one of the things the fire department did was have the younger students visit the fire hall. At that time of my visit, it was the kindergarten class visiting. They were shown how some of the equipment worked.
You'll be breathing pure air all So what do you do then? So the bottle's full of here. So then you can breathe that. And if you got to come into a building or a house or a school, wherever the case may be, if there's an emergency, when he turns on his bottle, he knows how much air is left into his bottle. He knows how much air is into his bottle. So at no time do we send anybody in by themselves. We always send in two people. So Max will go in and a partner. And we got somebody else outside standing by in case something goes on. We got radio communication with the people as well.
Climb aboard the fire truck.
Everybody's going to get a turn. That's the main thing.
Look over there. Look out.
Everybody gets to
Let it go. Okay, you slide on across, okay? Okay, slide on across. Okay, now careful. Careful. Let your way not slip. Just be careful now. Careful. Wait now. No, don't get in too close. Just a second. Take your time, Nicholas.
It always hurts yourself.
Do we?
Let me do it.
Sit down, Nicholas, and take over the wheel. Have a little look around. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. Okay, slide on across. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take over to the wheel. There, look over there. Look out. There you go. Wait now. Oh, yeah. Hey, way to go. Just slide over now. You stay there after it. Okay, Ryder? Be careful. Hold on, buddy. Wait now. Good now. Make far down. Good. Wait now. Take over the wheel and give her a little shake. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, hold on for a second. Take over the wheel, pull yourself in. Hey! Way to go. I'll get buddy. Careful. Wait. Careful.
You have to slip.
Yeah, we don't want nobody to...
Take a piece right your chin, or you know it.
Way to go. Okay, my buddy.
There you go.
Wait now, just stay here till your buddy gets in that side, yeah? Here, look over. Here, look over here.
And try it on firemen's jackets.
There you go.
No, didn't have a turn.
Good, you know. Don't put the down. There you go. Okay, bud? Around me the picture took, look. A lot of them probably done that when they were preschool.
On Wednesday, the Lions and Lioness held the World Lions Day Senior Party. It began with a supper of hot roast beef. Lioness President Doris Pink was MC. River Ghanaians said the blessing.
Loving God, we thank you for this wonderful evening as we come together to see seniors in our community, which is a testimony of your blessings. Thank you, Lord, for your protection and your guidance. Pray for the organizers, Lord, the Lions and Lioness. You may bless each one in a very special way. I want to pray for this night that, oh God, you just bless us. All the proceedings, oh God, we pray for your grace and your guidance. I want to pray for the food set that, oh God, your grace may abound in your blessings even as we take part in Christ's name. Amen.
The head table was introduced. Lions President Jim Marsden gave greetings.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, invited guests, Lions and Lioness. On behalf of the Lions Club, I would like to welcome you all here this evening. And I hope that you all enjoy the supper which we have prepared this evening. Then have a relaxing evening with cards, followed by a dance. And all follow one time I went to see the doctor, so you're getting kind of deaf. Doctor, go ahead and deaf. He said, well, I'll get you a hearing aid. He said, no, I can't wear a hearing aid here, but I'll see that. No, he said, the kind we got now is very visible. Okay, he said, good enough. So the doctor fits him with a hearing aid and away he goes. month or so later, he goes back to the doctor for checkup. Doctor looked at the boy, the hearing's perfect. Yes, he said. He said, what do your family think of that? Oh, he said, I didn't tell him that. You didn't tell him you got a hearing aid? No, he said, I just sat and listened to their conversation. So far, he said, I've changed the well 3 times. Thank you and have a good evening.
Followed by Lioness President Doris Pink.
On behalf of the Burgeo Lioness Club, I'd like to say how very pleased we are to see so many of you here this evening. I know I speak for all the Lioness when I say that I hope you enjoyed your supper, and I hope that the cards and the dance to follow will give you a chance to relax and enjoy friendships old and new. World Lions Day is a day set aside for lions and lioness all over the world to do a special project for their community. Traditionally, our special project has been hosting this dinner and dance for our seniors, and I honestly can't think of anything more satisfying to do. You people have all done so much over the years to make our community what it is, a wonderful place to live. And I sincerely thank you, and from all of our lioness, for all of that. So it's really rewarding when we have a chance to give something back in a way publicly to acknowledge all that you've done and to say thank you. With World Lions Day being so close to Thanksgiving, it's a chance to reflect on what we have to be thankful for. And I can say with complete sincerity that one of the things that we have to be thankful for, one of the greatest assets our town has, is our senior citizens. We thank you for all that you've done. We appreciate your skills, your talents, your work, your laughter, your faith, your joy in living. We're just so pleased to see you here tonight. So from all of us to all of you, thanks ever so much.
Reverend Colburn also gave greetings.
Today is World Lions Day. You know, in the church, we always talk a lot about ministry and vocation. Well, I think that ministry comes in many forms. It comes in the forms of doctors and nurses and healthcare and social workers and priests and ministers and just, you know, all these volunteers, all the lions and lionesses. I mean, this community is so blessed to have all this. I think that whatever you volunteer for is a form of vocation and a form of ministry. Today, we were told that God is in every body, every bony body, by Sherry Rumbold. Some of the ladies here may remember her as a motivational speaker that was here last year. And she challenged us with some very, very difficult questions. For instance, she said, are you busy or are you productive? And you know, when I look around this community, I see a lot of people who are busy. But I also see a lot of people who are very productive. Especially when I go up to that long-term care facility that we have here. Because my God, if there was ever a bit of knitting needles and yarn and wool that was put on the face of the earth, those women up there have caught on to it and have knit something up. Especially Nan Warren over there.
The oldest gentleman, Don Betteridge, and oldest lady, Pearl Warren, cut the cake and was presented gifts. A ticket was drawn for and a fruit basket door prize, and it was won by Hadri Dix. Reverend Colburn returned thanks.
We are so thankful. Loving and gracious God, we give you this thanks this evening as we look around a room filled with people, with generosity and givings. Lord, we thank you. We thank you for this day, this beautiful day, this wonderful world that you've created for us. Lord, in your mercy, keep us in your loving care. Keep keep us so that we are here to be able to celebrate again next year when this time rolls around. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
A card game followed. First place was Elda Han, second place Joan Hingham, and Booby Juanita Hatcher. The evening concluded with a dance with music by Hayden and Han. Try your luck on Wednesday and play TV Bingo sponsored by Minor Hockey. Cards are $6 for $5 and can be bought from any member of Minor Hockey or in most stores around town. Mayor Jerome McDonald came by the studio with his town council report.
Good evening. Your town council report for September the 23rd. First on the agenda was the water treatment plant. There's still some problems in the system, and they're working at it very slowly, I guess, but surely it's coming around. And on Wednesday of this week, Deputy Mayor Strickland, along with Councillor Braglin and Town Manager Lane Marks, had a teleconference with Wayne Manuel, the town engineer, and Dan Hines from the Department of Municipal Affairs. A lengthy discussion took place there on the water system. And hopefully things will work out as they move along. And there's no date set yet for the 90-day trial period. Since my last report on the water system, I mentioned those brochures that will be put in your mailbox. I believe you've all received those by now and read them. And if anyone like any assistance on what they can do to prevent their water from freezing, just feel free to call the town office at 886-2250, and we will certainly see if there's anything possible that can be done to your line to prevent it from freezing. The other thing on the water treatment plant, I guess since my last report, is the fencing around the treatment plant has been completed, and as you're aware, this was done for security reasons. On the waste management, there's no further news to report at this time, but I suspect it's a topic for discussion this weekend at the convention in St. John's. It seems to me that it's not moving very fast nowhere across the province. Our town garage, the contract has been awarded to South Coast Construction, and they have started work on the garage. The garage has to be completed inside, the office has to be installed, bathrooms, and 3 garage doors has to be installed. So they're started at that work as of this week. And of course, our pickup truck that was destroyed in a garage, we have purchased a new pickup truck, and that should arrive in town in a week or so. The playground equipment that I mentioned in my last report, work has been started on that. It's being installed, and hopefully in a week or so that will be completed as well. The crosswalk in the vicinity of Variety Quick Shop, that has been done, so hopefully people can cross that area in a safer manner now. There's a crosswalk there. Council has written the Department of Transportation concerning garbage cleanup at the end of Route 480. I'm sure everybody who will travel the road see it there, and it's an awful mess. And we have asked the Department of Transportation to clean this up. And of course, we certainly would like for people, wherever they come from or wherever they may live, is to stop throwing garbage around at the end of Route 480. And of course, I've noticed since the moose season's been open, by the Lloyds River Bridge as well. Now there's some garbage starting to accumulate there, so this is not a good practice. So if you're traveling in your vehicle, please bring your garbage home and put it in your garbage container. Also, the town have asked the Department of Transportation to install a garbage can at a government wharf. And we've also asked the Department of Transportation to install on Route 480 moose signs, so people can be aware of certain areas on the road. There's potential to see more moose than other areas, so those signs will be erected in the near future. Council has also written the Honourable Jerome Kennedy, Minister of Health, with our concerns in regards to the chronic care space at the Collar Health Care Hospital. We would like to see more chronic care beds at the hospital, and the only way to do that is to build an extension on the hospital where it has 2 wings now, to construct a 3rd wing for chronic care. The TIOW project is going quite well, both the knitting and the walking trail work, and I believe there's another 4 weeks left to complete those projects. And of course, there's been a lot of people walk that trail, and I've received nothing, only good comments on the trail, and of course the knitting as well. And if you haven't walked the trail, you can go on Facebook, and I believe there's pictures on Facebook of the walking trail as well. Now, over the last week or two, the Minister for Newfoundland and Labrador, the federal MP, the Honourable Peter MacKay, Minister of Defence, was in Newfoundland and announced another $6 million for TIOW projects in the new year. So maybe next year we'll be successful in receiving another program and complete the trail, and of course start to work towards another one. Appointment. Mr. Hillis-Duran was appointed to be a member of the Western Health Board for the Burgeo area. This appointment was made by the Honourable Jerome Kennedy, Minister of Health. On behalf of the Town Council and the citizens of Burgeo, I want to congratulate Mr. Duran and wish him good luck with his new appointment. Councillor appointment. At our last council meeting as mayor at the September 23rd meeting, I appointed Mr. Gordon Ingham as chair of the Tourism Committee. Mr. Ingham will seek in the community 5 or 6 members to sit with him on the Tourism Committee and report to council at his regular meetings. On October the 1st, Town Manager, Deputy Mayor Strickland and myself met with Mr. Bill Pearson, who is President and CEO for Castellian Resources, that's the Oakbrook Gold Mine Company. Mr. Pearson has been in this business for 35 years, well experienced. We met with Mr. Pearson, I think it was an hour and a half, a lengthy discussion on Oakbrook and of course our community. And they started drilling in Oakbrook on September the 13th. They started drilling with a diamond drill. And they're pretty positive that they're going to be successful in what they do there. And of course at this time there are 3 people from Burgeo employed at the mine. We expressed our concern and like to see more people from this community employed. And I think Mr. Pearson certainly agreed with that, and any other thing we can do to create employment in terms of transportation or supplies, whatever the town can do, we're certainly committed in doing that. So hopefully this project will turn out to be a success. And at this point in time, he's not sure if they're going to be drilling all winter. He said it will depend on what type of winter we receive. But hopefully in the near future, this mine will become a major project and employ lots of people. World Lions Day was declared for October the 8th. The Lions and Lioness had a supper, cards and dance for our seniors on Wednesday, October the 6th. I was out of town on that day. I left there at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I arrived back at, I think it was 20 after 6 that evening. Now, I wasn't there in person, but I was there in mind because last year on the same day was, I think 4:30 in the evening, council nominated me for mayor. I rushed home and had a shower and went to the same function last year, and that's where I announced that I was appointed mayor for the community of Burgeo. And at that time there was only 3 councillors, and since that time we do have a full slate of councillors with the hard work and dedication, I guess. But the Lions and Lioness, I mean, I want to congratulate them on the World Day of Lions for things they do in this community, and it's outstanding work that they have done over the years. And I guess it's a thing that if this community didn't have a Lions Club, it would certainly be missed. So on behalf of council and citizens of Burgeo, I want to say to the Lions and Lioness, congratulations on your World Lions Day, and we commend you for what you have done in this community, and keep up the good work. There's certainly an organization that I encourage people to become a member of, Lions and Lioness, because it's an organization that we're definitely going to need in the future as our population is aging. So congratulations on your World Lions Day. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the supper, but I just want to thank you for the invitation. Fish meal plant. I mentioned a while ago in my report about the environment situation over there. Now, equipment has arrived for the fish meal plant that is stored in the plant at the present time, and this will be installed and up in operation for the next season. And I guess I am told that this is going to make the area more environmental friendly. So hopefully this will stop the blubber from going into the harbor, and of course eliminate some of the smell. So I guess we'll wait and see, and wish them good luck with that, and hopefully down the road that we can see more people employed there as well. The building committee. The building committee approved one application for construction of a 8x14 shed extension. And our policy committee, again, it's a long process, and the policy committee is still working on all policies of council. It's very time consuming, and hopefully by the end of the year we will have it put in place, and it can be, the changes can be announced. And the invoices were approved for payment in the amount of $25,783.89 at our last council meeting. Councillor Barter is attending the 60th Municipality of Newfoundland and Labrador Convention at St. John's from October the 6th to the 9th. Now that's it for your council report. Have a happy, safe Thanksgiving weekend. Until the next time, good night and may God bless.
This concludes our program for tonight. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching. Good night.